Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Demolition Hound in the Xeon side of the Noisy Fairy Situation battle that ran on PSN the last couple of weeks. About a month and a half, I believe that'll be hitting Steam, so... but yeah, demo is in Alma's high mobility Zaku ground type, which is really good machine with a really good set of weapons, which... Yeah, that, of course, that Pixie just dodge rolled, which is, weird, but that's, they do tend to buff things and add abilities for the situation battles, because, yeah, these things, of course, are balanced, generally for the main game for, their individual costs and not for a, mixed cost battle like like the situation battles tend to be. But that said, yeah, it's so the Pixie here can dodge roll. As far as I know, they buffed everything for the second week to varying degrees. So yeah, I don't. Sometimes it seems like they buff to correct imbalances, and sometimes it seems like they just do it for the heck of it, and I don't know why. But I don't understand a lot of things about how games like this are managed. I can't pretend I do. But yeah, that was, a little bit of a rough start there. Demo followed the Pixie through. The Pixie ran off and Demo got surrounded. Looks from the scores, I'm going to say that the rest of the team, except for Maelstrom, who is in Mia's Zaku half cannon, have already respawned once. About to be Maelstrom's turn. Yep. And yeah, so good news is that like 80% of the team is here and fresh, so that does, give a little bit of an opportunity to catch up. I feel like people have gotten a little bit... Oh, good swing. I feel like people have gotten a little bit more patient with losing the first, the first engagement in these rounds as time has gone on. Nobody likes it, obviously, but I feel like it's... Man, good counter there. But I feel like people are less likely to disconnect after a, full team wipe at the beginning of the round than they used to be, because I mean, losing, getting the lead at the beginning and losing that first fight is not the part that wins you the round. So, and I think with time people have tended to figure that out. It just, yeah, it's like I said, never a good feeling, but yeah, if you can work with it, you can come back from that. You just have to stick together and coordinate, which seems to be what they're doing right now, which is good. Good set of downswings there, a lot of damage. Support Demo got out of the way of the support fire. And yep, people are spawning back in. Does one of the... No, I guess... Okay, no, number 3 was over there. I was about to say, does one of these suits have fake beacon? Because there's one blue dot over there with everything else. But no, it most definitely does not. And the wide downswing on Alma's Zaku just... did Demo a favor, got the Pixie and the Gym down, so that is an excellent time to retreat. Zaku 1 did not get that memo, unfortunately. It is getting worn down quick, because, yeah, Zaku 1 is pretty much the most fragile thing on this side. So yeah, at this point, it's like, what can you do with 1,100 hit points? What's the most effective thing you can manage? And a swing on somebody is about it, because, yeah, once they're actually facing you, and once the Pixie has those double machine guns on you, you have a problem. But so far, yeah, they're catching up, so and they've got 4 minutes to get the rest of the way, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I do. Again, I like this situation battle. I kind of like the current state of Mountain with the new passages and things. I am, perfectly fine for it not be... an ever-present part. Ooh, good shotgun blast on the Pixie there. I'm happy for it not to be an ever-present part of, the rotation anymore. I played a few rounds there lately. I could, I'm fine with that. I could do with it showing up a little less, though. Likewise, Arctic Base, just, I know it's pretty popular for, especially for, melee-focused suits, but yeah, I think I've said it before, but because it is like the location of choice for AB rooms and mix-ups, there that really does kind of... Ooh, yeah, again, that wide swing just did some work. But yeah, just easy to get sick of seeing Arctic Base for one thing, the merry-go-round for another, just seeing it when you're just trying to get your dailies done on a given evening. So, just one of those things. Let's see, Male and Demo are approaching these two relatively low health suits. Unfortunately, another one came in, and yeah, that's a little bit of a rough landing, but there is, still time. Ah, yeah, the Gym Spartan, which, yeah, probably shouldn't actually be here, given the time frame that the suits involved otherwise tend to be representing, but that's as I think Maelstrom pointed out in the comments to the last one of these I ran. There's like no time frame that exactly matches up to these mobile suit choices within Code Fairy, and that's fine too. But okay, good use of the rockets there, and yeah, a couple of good kills, and as you can see, the Allied team is catching up. Yeah, that's a good place for those missiles too, because yeah, not only can you get sneak in a kill, but you can do it without stunning anyone or anything like that. And yeah, like this is again, because of how this game works. Oh boy, they are all coming in coordinated. Luckily, the Demo's team is pretty healthy overall, except for the Dom, which okay, and the Zaku one, which is now taking hits. But yeah, because of the nature of the game, like kill stealing actually really, really good in a situation like this when where you're behind, because up to 3 people, I believe we found out, can get an assist for any given mobile suit kill. So if you haven't done any damage to anybody and you can get in that last like 1% of their health, that means up to 3 people are possibly getting points for that. That is, if you get the full assist, it is just about doubling the value of the mobile suit. So that is worth doing. Minute left, getting fairly close. Somebody marked the Zanny though, so that is good. I forgot that Helena Zaku had a camera at this point already. Okay, unfortunately the enemy team kind of got it together there and kept Demo from getting to the Zanny, but it is of course not over yet. Yeah, having the support marked for you like that can be really handy. 20-some seconds left. Looks like Demo is not going to do support fire and just jump in. That's sensible, because with the enemy moving in this close and the Zanny making kind of not a great decision there, thankfully. Yep, and there goes the Zanny, and okay, not quite the lead, but there is time to get it. Good swing. Not only nearly killed that person. Let's see, is this going to be a win? If anybody can get something. Nope, not quite. So, yeah, really close, though. They did bring it back, and yeah, that was just chaos at the end. It could have gone either way. But I had that bounce off the Pixie was good for preventing damage, but I feel like it probably also kept Demo from getting the kill shot that would have been the win for them. 3379 out of 8600, though, 9 and 4 and 102,000 damage. Nothing wrong with that. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, so I have got a GQuacks theory that I want to drop here. So if you've managed to avoid every single piece of like promotional information and spoilers for the show, you may just want to, click out of this video now. But if you've been following along with all the information that comes out like I have, stay tuned and I will have something for you here. Okay, so, one of the popular, implausible but popular theories about the main character Machu is that she is this universe's version, or this timeline's version of Haman Karn. Birth dates don't quite match up. They're similar but not matching. I think Haman's about a year older than Machu is supposed to be. However, in the Gundam novels, which we know are a big part of the reason why they decided to use Shalia Bull for GQuacks, there is a second Elmeth pilot who shows up in the second novel after Lala has already died. Her name is Kuzco Al. also shows up in Gihren's Greed, where she has pinkish hair and green eyes. She's not described that way in the book, but like the only animated or the only illustrated version of her there is functionally follows that hair color and eye color. Okay, so there's that. That could very easily be a coincidence. That could very well not mean anything. However, I do just want to point out that Cuzco and Machu Picchu very close to each other in Peru. So yeah, I think there's a good possibility that Machu is in some way related to Cuzco Al. I don't know how that would work or what that would mean, but we will find out. If there's anything to find out, we will find out in the coming weeks when GQuacks finally starts. I hope the beginning movie gets like some kind of like home distribution too, because I just get the sense with it only being 12 episodes long that some of the flashback material may not make it into, the final 12 episode TV show.